Hey guys, I just want to start this off by saying a really big welcome to you all and thank you for joining my Unreal tutorial series. I aim to teach you a lot of the basics of Unreal and then to move on into some more intermediate kind of tools and tasks so that you'll be able to flesh out scenes and go on and create whatever you want really using this really powerful engine. I'm glad to have you all here. And I've just set up part one to kind of get everyone into what it is that we're going to be doing, understanding the engine, a few of the different really basic tools that we're going to need to use to get on. But hopefully what's going to happen throughout the course of this tutorial and this tutorial series, sorry, is that you're going to be able to take what you've learned here and apply it to all manner of different things. So you'll be able to create scenes that use hard surface or something like this, which is more organic. You'll be able to make variations of this scene. And what I'd like to hope is that you don't follow what I do exactly, but kind of use your own imagination to riff on it. And it's going to be awesome to see what you guys come up with throughout the course. But yeah, just take what I'm saying and riff on it. Make your own versions of these things. Build the scenes out in different ways, create the paths differently to how I have, use different materials. Essentially what I would be doing is just showing you the systems, and if you can riff on those, use your own imagination and create something entirely different, that will also be awesome. So but then if you'd like to, please just follow along also to a T, just to make sure that you know and nail down everything. That's also fine too. But for part one, which is what we're going to be starting now, it's going to begin off with just some engine familiarization. That's a long word. We'll be just looking at, I'll go through the engine, go through all the tabs, make sure you understand the different windows and so that nothing pops up and freaks you out, or so that you have an overall understanding of what it is that you need to do here. Then for part two, which is quite short, part two of part one, sorry, we'll just look at the organization tools. These things are quite key just for stopping your projects becoming too messy, and also in production they're used vigorously, if that's the right word, and things like the level system and folders and organization folder structures, stuff like that. So it's always a good idea to know these things. Then we'll move on to lighting workflows, because lighting's such a big part of this, and I'll just show you the basics of lighting and kind of what you need just to get the scene going and to be able to see everything. But also I'll give that like underlying understanding of it, and then we'll push on into more detailed lighting information and more creative lighting stuff as we get into the later parts of the tutorial series, when we kind of have a scene fleshed out for us to do that. But at first, I'll just explain kind of the differences in lighting workflows, just because from UE4 to UE5, there are some differences, and there's also differences between baked lighting and dynamic lighting. And depending on what you're trying to do, if you're just like mocking up concepts or you want to create a fully fledged game, then there are different directions that you might want to go into. And then to round this first section off, we'll just block out the internal cave area of the scene, using primitives from Unreal, so like basic boxes and things like that, just to get the scene going and to get you understanding and creating something in the engine. And then we'll move on from there into pulling in proper content and so on. But yes, thanks for joining me, and I hope you're all as excited as I am. So let's get going.